Data terbaru di Amerika menunjukkan dua indikator inflasi mengalami kenaikan. Hal ini diyakini bahwa era inflasi Amerika dapat dikendalikan belum terbukti. Kenaikan harga barang menjadi fakta baru bahwa inflasi masih akan naik. Kondisi ini berdampak pada warga yang memiliki pekerjaan ganda. Saat ini banyak warga Amerika yang memiliki pekerjaan tambahan di luar pekerjaan utama untuk menambah penghasilan. Kenaikan inflasi membuat beban ekonomi mereka semakin meningkat untuk dapat bertahan hidup secara layak.
Di dekat Houston, negara bagian Texas, Tiana adalah ibu 3 anak yang berjuang keras memenuhi kebutuhan hidup di tengah tingginya laju inflasi.
I work roughly between 75 and 80 hours a week. And it's a lot due to the fact that I'm a mother and I have to work just to provide for my children.
Siang harinya, Tiana bekerja mengantar makanan di sebuah restoran siap saji. Sementara malamnya, ia bekerja sebagai pembersih transportasi umum.
I have a second job just to stay on top of everything because my second job I get paid weekly. So with the bi-weekly, I'm still able to keep, little bills here, whatever it needs to be paid. I can pay it off one check or I can pay it off another check and then still be able to do what I need to do for my kids.
Dua indikator inflasi terakhir yang diterbitkan Biro Statistik Ketenagakerjaan di bawah Departemen Tenaga Kerja menunjukkan penguatan inflasi di Amerika Serikat, mengusik anggapan belakangan ini bahwa inflasi telah terkendali. Indeks harga produsen yang memantau harga di tingkat grosir menunjukkan peningkatan secara signifikan melebihi ekspektasi, yaitu ke angka 3,5% dibandingkan tahun sebelumnya. Sementara indeks harga konsumen juga menunjukkan penguatan ke angka 3% secara tahunan. Semuanya menjauhi target Bank Sentral AS atau Federal Reserve sebesar 2%.
It marked the fourth consecutive month-over-month acceleration of inflation. So yes, you can get some seasonality with year-beginning price increases from businesses, but this was a pervasive increase across energy, food, transportation, services, just a host of things, and that's problematic for the Fed.
Yang paling terdampak adalah warga berpenghasilan paling rendah, termasuk Tiana.
There's a lot of misconceptions about who gets paid low wages, and one of the biggest one is that these are all high school kids earning that. And actually most of the low-wage workers, including fast food workers, are adults, and most of them are the main provider in their families and are supporting families.
Bagi mereka, kenaikan upah tak sanggup mengejar peningkatan harga.
It's important to also distinguish between the minimum wage and the living wage. And even though minimum wages have gone up in many states and localities, they're still not paying a living wage. What is a living wage? A living wage is a wage that allows workers to be self-sufficient and provide for their families. And so what does that mean? It means that you cannot make ends meet with your current job, and that usually forces people to have to look for a second job or maybe even a third job in order to make enough of a wage to provide for their families.
Menurut Depnaker AS, sekitar 5% atau lebih dari 8,6 juta pekerja Amerika kini menjalani lebih dari satu pekerjaan. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.